Hello friends, I am Nikita. I am a national instructor and a chess trainer. Welcome to our YouTube channel Chess Kaksha. In today's video, we are going to learn a new tactics. Blockade. What is a blockade? When you place your piece directly in front of your enemy pawn to stop it or to prevent its promotion is called blockade. Can you tell me which piece is known as the best blockader? Yes. Knight. Knight is known as the best blockader due to its ability to jump over other pieces. So we will understand this with the help of some examples. Let's take a look. You can see in this position, white has passed d pawn. The knight on d6 has stopped it. And now it is creating pressure on c4 and e4 pawn, which are defender of this d5 pawn. So here, knight is the blockader here, which is stopping the pawn on d5. Let's take another example. This is an example of bishop blockade. You can see the pawn, black pawn on a7 can push to a5 and move towards its freedom and will gain queenside space. So it is better to stop this pawn. We will stop it by moving bishop to a6. Very nice move. Now the black pawn can't move a5. Let's take another example. Sometimes it is very important to prevent the blockade. If your opponent tries to blockade your pawn, then you should try to prevent the blockade. In this position, you can see that the pawn on d6 is passed and the knight, black knight, is blockader here. So how white will prevent blockade? Yes, it will move d3, which is a very good move. When black move kg7, white will move an excellent move. Knight c5. If the black knight takes this white knight, then what will happen? A cross c5, which is disaster for black. And what if after nc5, the black knight don't want to take this knight? Then what will he move? If he move nb6, then you can see d7 and this pawn is going to be queen. Let's take another example. In this position, black pawn on d4 is passed. The white knight wants to set up a blockade with d3 before black can pin him by bishop to g4. So that's why white knight move an e1 so that it can jump to this d3 square and blockade this black pawn. Let's take another example. In this position, black has an active pieces and an isolated pawn at d5. Isolated pawns are considered weak because they have to be defended by pieces. So it is better to blockade them. So they can't advance and force a trade. What will white move here? White will move nb5. Very nice move. What is white's plan? White plans to blockade with knight to d4. Once the knight reaches this d4 square, white will try trade. And what if instead of this, if it move h3? No, this is not good move because after h3, black will move this d4. And if white move nd4, then what will happen? Then n cross d4, e cross d4, game is equal. That's why the best move is nb5 here. Let's take another example. It is a typical position of French defense, where white has closed the center with this e5 pawn. This advanced pawn gains space for white, but also gives black an excellent knight post at f5. Black will move knight to f5. The knight increases the pressure on white d pawn. Then white will move bishop to c3. And you can see the g pawn is also going to be pushed to attack this. Very well placed. So black has a plan. Black will move h5 to prevent this g4, and so that in order to keep the knight on f5. I hope you like this video. So please don't forget to share, subscribe and like. If you have any doubts, you can ask in my comment box. Thank you so much.